Hey, everybody. It's time for the Celtic Rain radio show. That's right. It's time, baby. It's time, baby. My hair is like all crazy today. Anyways, I'm getting over this cold that is kicking my tootie, but I shall win. I shall win over the cold. That's right. Needless to say, it's a great time to be alive. It's almost Christmas. Literally Monday. It's Christmas. I know. I'm very, very, very excited. Next week, let's talk about next week. It's the day after Christmas, people, and I will be saying hello. But it will be a little laid back with some Christmas carols and some other things, some great music. But we're just gonna have a little bit of a focus night, and so you guys can get your Christmas on and sit back and open your presents, and have the day after just kind of be lazy in your pajamas. And I might even be like, okay, let's wear Christmas pajamas and just be completely comfortable and have our hot chocolate and then just do the Christmas show next week. I mean, it's Christmas now too. Christmassy stuff now, of course. But next week is so you're gonna join me, right? Next week we're gonna wear our Christmas because I get new Christmas pajamas every year. So I will be wearing my new Christmas pajamas just for you. So let's do Christmas pajamas next week. What do you think? I like this idea. Needless to say, we are the Celtic Rain Radio Show. If you have music to send me, you can send it to celticrain777@gmail.com. And all you have to do is be a small labor independent artist and make sure your stuff is family friendly, meaning please, 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 no cursing. Let's not make fun of people. Let's just spread love, not hate. It's just not worth it. Because we're not here to tell you who to love. We're not here to tell you who to be friends with. We're not here to jump on you for any of those reasons. We are here to show you beautiful music and have a great, 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 great time. If you are not watching from YouTube, if you are, yay. If you are not, you can go to youtube.com/C for channel /Celtic Rain, like rain out of the sky, and you'll be able to like and subscribe, hit that little bell, and it tells you exactly when we're going to be on. We are going to have an amazing show tonight. We have some great, great music, and we have our beautiful Buck Rogers Jr. on with us tonight. It's going to be so much fun. He's been on quite a few times. He's kind of our right before Christmas, let's go to the holidays guest, and I kind of love that because he's just so cheerful, and so he just kind of gets you ready for this beautiful season. But we do have some wonderful music coming your way. First, we have Good King Winchensellus. I don't get a cookie for that one. Winston Sales by the Selkie Girls. The Selkie Girls. It doesn't even matter if they pronounce it right. They always sound good. And then we have Away in the Manger by me, from Celtic Rain. And then we have Danny Odia D. Young by The Afflicted. Dun, dun, dun. Some great music. And then, of course, we have our guest of the evening. That's right. So, great music coming your way. You do know that here on the Celtic Rain radio show, we always play amazing music. And it's because you send me the most amazing stuff. And every single time, I'm always dumbfounded how wonderful your stuff is. And now we get to show you. You guys ready? Here we go.
nowhere else to go and nowhere else to stay. Let me tell you about that babe on that night and on that day, about that babe in the manger so far away.
Away in the manger, no crib for a bed, the little Lord Jesus laid down his sweet head. The stars in the sky looked down where he lay, the little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay.
So they got turned down here and they got turned down there, and where they ended up was a nasty old manger, nothing compared to there. Not fit for a king, yet still in humility.
So that was an interesting transition. Not quite sure exactly what happened with that. Sometimes I make the videos beforehand, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But I will tell you this: I will make sure that next week we have the whole Away in a Manger, because it's a really fun little thing that we did. Actually, me and Samuel, to be able to see if we could okay, so this was kind of a test to see if we could get married. We actually made an album together, and it was a Christmas album. And so it was the very first album that we ever did together. And it was a Christmas one, and we put it out, and then we knew, okay, we can work together musically. We're allowed to get married. Like literally, that was our test. And yeah. So that is literally 20 years old. That album is 20 years old. And so I want you to hear our little interesting, cute little version of it. So I'll make sure that it's in its entirety next week on the show. And so we'll just have a lot of different beautiful Christmas carols and having a great time anyways. So it'll be beautiful. But we do have our beautiful Buck Rogers Jr. on with us. Hey, how you doing, my dear? That's right. It's Christmas.
I'm doing good, Rebecca.
I'm glad.
I started saying, Rebecca, that in the chat, that Away in the Manger is a beautiful song, and then it went balls to the walls.
It was so funny. I was just like, oh wow, that's what a
so
contrast.
I put in my chat, I said, Away in the Manger meets Afflicted, the Afflicted.
Oh my gosh.
Now, I have to ask you, though, on Away in the Manger, I have to ask you, is that a dulcimer in the background that's being played?
Not in that one, no. It's Samuel's, it's a guitar. So
okay.
Yeah. Because
it sounded very dulcimer-like to me. It sounded pretty cool, And I've got a guitar. I've got a guitar that is kind of Appalachian. It's a Martin backpacker, and people ask me if it's a dulcimer. It's like a cross between a guitar and a dulcimer, really. So
yeah, and so in that one, Samuel actually played his guitar, and I played mine. So mine is a little bit more tingy. It has a little more
right.
brassiness to it, and so it's very possible that you're hearing the one that I play because it's very brassy. And then he kind of plays the fun stuff on top, because I do this and he does this, So
well, and also
fingers.
Yeah, also, Rebecca, if it's been close to 20 years, and they said it wouldn't last.
So funny. Yeah, right. No, it's hilarious. We celebrated 20 years of marriage in September, and I thought, wow, nobody's dead yet. And we still love each other. I'm telling you,
that's great. Yeah,
dream come true. So I know there's a lot. You've been on here quite a few times, but for the people who don't know you yet, you're from Indianapolis, and tell us a little bit about your musical background, my dear.
Okay. Well, I live in Shelby County with my wife, and we have a family farm. I'm born and raised in the Maryville and Gary area, and I play music as Buck Rogers Jr. because my father was a World War II veteran, and so I wear my father's dog tags from World War II, and it's kind of to honor those particular veterans, and also Korean veterans from what Tom Brokaw called the greatest generation. And I started, writing songs and playing songs in church, and coming up that way. So now I do that, full time, do that professionally, and play out around Central Indiana quite a bit. When I make trips down to Texas, I play in the Houston area every once in a while, and then I also go down to New Orleans and play in the New Orleans area a little bit too. But my mother was from New Orleans, so that's where I get the Louisiana side.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I know. And you recorded over at Playground Productions.
Yes,
which is one of our favorite places.
Nice place.
Yes, and we actually will have this coming Thursday is their open mic, and we will be there.
Right.
performing. And I know you've come a few times and played a few
Yes.
songs here and there.
Yeah.
And so it's always fun. What I love is being able to see you guys out in real life and be like, hey, you're not on a screen, and be able to know that we've made the Celtic Rain radio show has made connections.
Yeah.
I love it.
Rebecca,
I love it.
also, Rebecca, I want to let you know that I did try to come to the Fall Festival for Halloween when Irvington had it, and I know you guys were playing over at Playground. I tried to make it. It was so packed in Irvington. First off, I couldn't park my truck. And then secondly, I drove around twice and almost got stuck. And I couldn't find any place. It was in the afternoon. It was crazy crowded.
Oh yeah, no, that place was insanity. It was crazy. And thank God we had already dropped our stuff off the day before, because then we just parked.
Yes.
We parked way far away and walked in. But it was so much fun though. It was so much fun to be able to be out there and to just really enjoy the day with them. I think that's probably one of the great things about that too, is just that we've been able to get to know all the people over at Playground Productions so much, and they're just such great people. Andrea and her husband, and it's just been Adam, and they've just been amazing people to us. And I think that's the wonderful thing about the music community, at least at large here in Indiana, is it's very much okay. Yeah, let's get together. Let's all just glean off each other and enjoy each other's company. I think there's only like a handful that I've met that I'm just like, that aren't, they don't play well together. But really only a handful. Most musicians here in Indiana are very, very collaborative.
Yes.
So it's beautiful. I love it. Who's your favorite person to collaborate with?
Right now, I'd say my bands that I record with Bill Bailey my friend from the Indiana State Fair. Also Alan Stratner, who's a great harmonica player. Steve Robbins, who plays with me with the Muddy Boys when we record, and also with the La Louisiane band that I have that I'll talk about for our Mardi Gras shows and things. And also a good friend, Jerome Mills, our bass player. Good bass players are really hard to find, and Jerome has been excellent. And then, of course, with La Louisiane, I double that. Our drummer is Jeb Bass out of Shelby County, and our keyboard player Mike Morris is fantastic.
It's wonderful.
And so Mike's very good, and also Jay Thompson. So I like the people that I collaborate with, in studio there at Playground, and also Adam, of course. Because Adam does all of our recording and engineering on it. And so, you have to have a good relationship with the person who's doing that side of it. So I would say right there, and then networking locally. I run a group called the Song Farmers here in Shelby County, and we have Hancock County and Rush County that come in and do the Song Farmers. We're on a little bit of a hiatus because of Christmas and New Year's and just the holiday season, and also Indiana winters. You never know what you're going to get.
No, you don't. It could it could just be wet, or you could be like snowed in, or ice.
That's right.
Ice too, and you have no idea. You
never know.
You never know.
Yeah,
I know.
You never know. But I'm excited, about for you and Celtic Rain. I know that you guys have been doing a lot of things too, and played last weekend, I think, in Fort Wayne. And the show, by the way, that I saw at the Strand Theater here locally, where my band is playing in February. The La Louisiane band will do our annual Mardi Gras show, and that'll be February the 10th. At the Strand Theater in Shelbyville. Tickets will be available, or should be available, at the door for anybody who wants to mark it down or come. It'll be $20 for adult tickets, $10 for teenagers, 13 to 18, and it's free for kids under the age of 13. And
Oh,
one of
that's
the reasons why I wanted to do that is because we wanted to give kids, and adults are welcome to also, but the kids are welcome to dress up for Mardi Gras. You know,
nice.
in Indiana, and one of the things about Louisiana, and this is my mom's side of me, but in Louisiana, you know, they can throw a party in a moment.
Oh
Down
yeah.
in New Orleans, they can party for anything, and so not only for Halloween, but kids get to dress up for Mardi Gras and things like that. Our theme this year is because Mardi Gras and Valentine's collide in 2024.
Hmm.
Uh, Valentine's Day is on Ash Wednesday
Really?
in 24.
Oh my
So
gosh.
that Tuesday is the day before. So our theme
Huh.
for the Mardi Gras show at the Strand Theater with the Full La Louisiane Band is Romantic New Orleans Mardi Gras Valentine Masquerade Ball.
Good Lord, that's a combination right
It's a
there.
mouthful.
Yeah.
My daughter thought of it. My daughter Moonstar. I am so proud of her. Yes, she thought of it. I'm really proud of her, and she helps manage me. If you can manage me, so
She probably just helps push you in the right direction.
yes.
You just go that way, Dad. You'll be
She's
fine.
like, Dad, no,
That's
not
it.
that, not that.
Not
Don't do
that. Don't do
that.
that. Don't do that. That's not worth it. No, exactly. That's great. Well, that's beautiful. We are going to actually listen to one of your songs. That's a new one called "I Am Ukraine." Tell me about the song.
Okay. When President Zelensky from the Ukraine, you know, I'm not Ukrainian. I've never been there. But I was really taken by the fact that they were attacked by Vladimir Putin.
Yeah,
And
it's a mess.
and when he came and spoke to our Congress about a year and a half ago, I wrote this song 20 minutes later. I was in tears.
Hmm.
And I wrote the song probably within an hour.
Mm.
And it was just because it's so unfair when people or a nation are attacked. I am very supportive that we have been in support of them in the United States. I am a little bit concerned that our Congress is wavering. So I hope that we stay in support of those people just because they are Jewish and they are Christian and they are people, but they have been attacked for their freedoms. And so I hope you like and understand I Am Ukraine.
Nice. It's going to be beautiful to listen to. All right.
Thank you.
You know the drill. We're going to do some chair dancing and have some fun.
Yep.
All right. Here we go. That's right. All right. Beautiful people. We do have I Am Ukraine by Buck Rogers Jr. And then we have Forgiven by Old Gods. And then Breathe by Starlight Riot. Some absolutely beautiful music. And, you know, it is right here on the Celtic Rain radio show. Here we go.
I am Ukraine and you are too. Putin is trying to kill the Jews. They're trying to kill democracy too. I am Ukraine and you are too. I am the yellow and you are the blue. The world's in a war, hey, what can we do? My dad fought the Nazis and he freed people too. I am Ukraine and you are too. Fighting for freedom, hey, that's nothing new. Democracies are dying, which one will you choose? The Ukraine has lost more than me or you. I am Ukraine and you are too. hell yeah, I do. The old ones, the young ones, and refugees too. Slava, Ukraine, and we are Jews. Yeah, fighting for freedom, hey, that's nothing new. Democracies are dying, which one will you choose? The Ukraine is lost more than me or you. I am Ukraine and you are too. Lord, I am Ukraine and we are too.
The wealth of the rich is their fortified city. I'll take it brick by brick, I don't need their pity. I've walked these roads and I've seen plenty. Got many tall tales for the cognizant. She whispered in my ear, you sure as hell ain't going to heaven. Dante's got it all mapped out for me, but the last thing I want is to be forgiven. The unrighteous will not enter the kingdom of God. But what the hell does being unrighteous involve? Can't keep up with the moral tectonics. Right or wrong, it's just a matter of optics. She whispered in my ear, you sure as hell ain't going to heaven. Dante's got it all mapped out for me, but the last thing I want is to be forgiven. Somebody, you get advice on who and what's to be done. You'll get directions and your very own gun. She whispered in my ear, you sure as hell ain't going to heaven. Dante's got it all mapped out for me. I'm headed for circles 2, 5, and 7. Dante's got it all mapped out for me, but the last thing I want is to be forgiven.
Signal from the shore, taken in the dark bright, opening the doors, floating through the black sky, sinking in the sea, dreaming of the deep fire, burning you and me. Shallow gas tower, missing all my friends. I breathe. What's the other side like? Where's my final place? I'm drowning in the moonlight. Signals from the shore, taking in the dark bright, opening the door, floating through the black sky, sinking in the sea, dreaming of the deep fire, burning you and me. From the shore, taking in the dark bright, opening the door, floating through the black sky, dreaming in the sea, dreaming of the deep fire, burning you and me.
Sometimes you just have to breathe, right? Oh, some good songs. Good songs. You guys, if you have music to send me, all you have to do is send it to CelticRain777@gmail.com. And all you have to do is be a small label or independent artist. And please, please, please make it family friendly, meaning no cursing. Let's not make fun of people. It's just not worth it. We got some beautiful, beautiful new music coming for us. We've got Revenge Can Wait by Mad Scientist Club from The Regifted. And then we have Angels We Have Heard on High from Celtic Rain. That's right. And then we have Four Directions by Velvet Hammer. That's right, from the storybook. Velvet Hammer is a group of ladies that are no longer together, but they have gone on to do all of their own music now. But I love being able to play their stuff from back when as well, so that we can. I love music because we can listen to it from any time of the world when it was made. And so it still touches our hearts, still puts us in a beautiful place. And so I'm just saying, it is what it is, right? So we've got some great music here on the Celtic Rain Radio Show. Just a little bit more right here for you right now. Here we go.
Have you ever wondered how madmen and women celebrate Christmas time? Well, let me tell you that they gather up their ugliest sweaters and a string of twinkling lights to place them upon the cloud resistance. There's a bloody present waiting for you. And put on food so he can feed. So let's on the mistletoe and let the transformation cocktails flow. Raise your glass for Christmas time. Revenge can wait. It's the holidays. So let's on the mistletoe, let the transformation cocktails flow. bird on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply echo back their joyous strain. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Shepherds, why this jubilee? Why your joyous strains prolong? See what may the tidings be, which inspire your heavenly song. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Come to Bethlehem and see Him whose birth the angels sing. Come adore on bended knee Christ the Lord, the newborn King. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria, Gloria, Gloria in excelsis Deo.
From the center of the circle, I can see the world in all directions, streaming out from me with the eyes of my soul. I see my four reflections. From the center of the circle, I can see the world in all directions, streaming out from me through the eyes of my soul. I see my four reflections. Yeah, as the infant in the east begins to open its eyes, the fire from within will ignite the sky. what you have done, you now decide. In the winter midnight north, let the mystery go forth. In the dark, the light is seen. Where I'm going, where I've been. I can face the four directions, knowing all that's within. I can learn from these connections, for the world and I are one. Face the four directions, knowing all within. I can learn from these connections, for the world
Sometimes it's nice just to let a song stand on its own. It is that is a beautiful, beautiful tune. But now we do have Mr. Buck Rogers Jr. back. Hey, how you doing, my dear?
How's it going there? We're having a good night so far.
Yes, yes. So you have a song you're going to play for us, correct?
Yeah. I've got a
Awesome.
song that I wrote. Jimmy Buffett died in September, and
Mm.
I've got a song that I wrote about Jimmy Buffett. Jimmy had a particular relationship with the city of New Orleans because he started out there on the streets busking, and
Mhm.
he also played many New Orleans jazz and heritage festivals. It was my good fortune to see him at a few of those.
Wow.
So
Amazing.
this is a song that I wrote, Rebecca, just called Jimmy's Pirogue.
All
And
right.
now a pirogue in Louisiana is a boat kind of like a canoe. And a lot of the Cajuns and people in New Orleans use them on the bayous and things like that. And they are a paddle boat.
All right.
Jimmy Buffett rode in all kinds of boats and all kinds of sails. And, he loved the sea and the water. So
Yeah.
this is just about Jimmy's love for the city of New Orleans and the city's love for him. And it's called Jimmy's Pirogue.
Here we go.
All right. Jimmy Buffett rode his pirogue to New Orleans. He was New Orleans bound. from Pascagoula and Mobile to New Orleans. He played his guitar on the streets of those towns. Jimmy Buffett played for nickels, and he played for quarters too. He played for anything that he could scrounge. And he played for hours on end with his good friends, and they drank whatever was passed around. Come Monday, you will find him, city of New Orleans bound, eating red beans and rice with a Barks root beer, waiting for the Saints to score a touchdown. Jimmy Buffett rode his P-Row in the city park beneath the big moss trees way down there. And Jimmy rode his P-Row out on Bayou St. John near the old New Orleans Fairground racetrack there. Jimmy played many New Orleans jazz and heritage festivals for parrot heads and Mardi Gras partiers alike. He was a son of the city of New Orleans. Now he rows his hero on Lake Pontchartrain tonight. Yeah, come Monday, you will find him, city of New Orleans bound. He's eating red beans and rice with a Barks root beer, waiting for the Saints to go to town. Come Monday, you will find him, city of New Orleans bound. On Christmas Day, eating red beans and rice with a Barks root beer, waiting for the Saints when they go into town. Jimmy Buffett rode his P-Row into New Orleans. He was New Orleans bound.
Well, that was beautiful. So tell me, what Jimmy Buffett meant to you.
Yeah, Margaritaville come Monday, just a fun-loving spirit. When the Ukraine war broke out, we talked about that earlier. I saw him in New Orleans. I won't go into the comment because I know it is a public show, Rebecca. But to the audience, Jimmy said, "F Putin." So,
Yeah. As
so
wonderful
I'll leave
as
the
he
rest of
is,
it to your
we'll just have to-
imagination.
I was going to leave it right there.
Yeah,
And
no, he was just a lot of fun, and yeah, I've got to tell people his new record that he put out. I really thought this was pretty incredible. Jimmy Buffett knew he was dying, and he made this record for his fans called
Wow.
"Equal Strain on All Parts." And he's got a song about called "Bubbles Up" that is just wonderful, and a song about "Love Me Like My Dog Does." You know, and those are just great.
Right?
So yeah,
That's funny.
but the city of New Orleans did love him, and they have a good had a love relationship with him because he did a lot for them after Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. And when you're from an area and that area gets hit with anything,
yes, yes,
if it's part of your heart, then
right,
you fight for it. It is what it is.
right.
So that's beautiful that he did.
But thank you for letting me play that for Celtic Rain tonight.
No problem. No problem. So yeah. So you are going to be. Are you working on anything new, my dear?
Yes, I am. I had this year had the great experience, to continue recording at Playground periodically, playing music. This year has been just kind of a crazy year, Rebecca. I don't know, about
An
for
interesting
Celtic
year.
Rain, but I do know, still a lot of, and I'm sure that you can understand this. Coming out of COVID for musicians has not been a easy transition, especially if you care a lot about your audience and your family during COVID, because and some musicians did and others didn't, and some venues did and others did not, and COVID has been an equal opportunity destroyer. So the best way that I can say it is this year for me. It got off to a slower start, and then things started kind of picking up. I started this year with a Mardi Gras show. I went into playing, of course, on Celtic Rain, which I appreciate. I played a number of shows that I played for our city, our parks department here at Music in the Parks, our county fair, the Indiana State Fair, which I always love. I did not play as many farmers markets, and anybody out there, if you've got a farmers market or two, next year I plan on playing because this year, Rebecca, I turned 70, and I just I just had cataract surgery. And so I talked with you a little bit about that. And for folks out there, I do have two headlights. They are working tonight. Yes, yes. And so I just think it's next year I'm planning to play the soul of 60s and 70s. And what I mean by that is I'm going to do a whole different direction, is playing R&B, because I lived in that time, playing like R&B songs from Curtis Mayfield and the Impressions, some Temptations. I'm going to play even some blue-eyed soul like Tony Joe White, who wrote a lot of songs for like Brooke Benton, Rainy Night in Georgia. He was the songwriter on that. So I'm going to do that. And then playing with the La Louisiane Band. We've got a lot coming up in February, because I'll be playing at Shelby Senior Services for a smaller show for Mardi Gras. Then we play our annual Mardi Gras night in Shelbyville show. We are doing an online show again this year at Playground Production on the Monday before, and that'll be a rockin' Hoosier Mardi Gras Valentine, because Valentine's and Mardi Gras collide this year. And then I'm tentatively scheduled to be back. I did a number of things on Wish TV and other local TV channels and stuff like that for Mardi Gras Day. But recording has been really good this year. And anybody out there who would like to hear more of that, you can go to buckrogersjr.com, or you can go to my Buck Rogers on YouTube page, and you can see a lot of those recording projects, because I usually video most of them at Playground.
Nice, nice. Well, we are going to listen to another song. Now we're going Christmas here, because Christmas is right around the corner. We've got Santa's Shelbyville Sleigh Ride. Tell us about this one.
Oh, that was a fun one to write. Rebecca, as a songwriter, some of them are more fun than others to write.
Absolutely.
And this was just a fun Christmas song to write. Our mayor here in Shelbyville, and this is a blessing because he is leaving office. His term ends at the end of this month. So this song was written actually for our mayor and his family because I'm friends with them. They come to my wife's coffee shop in Shelbyville, which is on the public square. He's done a lot for the city of Shelbyville. And so it's a good Christmas song, but I kind of segued and wrote something for our mayor and his family. So that's the etiology of Santa's Shelby sleigh ride.
Oh, that's beautiful. Well, let's do it.
All right.
A lot of chair dancing along the way. Here we go.
All right.
All right, guys, we do have Santa's Shelbyville Sleigh Ride by Buck Rogers Jr. And then we have Run Little One by Ginger Doss from Love to Love. And then we have Vivralt by Morant. So some absolutely beautiful music coming your way. Here we go.
Santa's last stop was a house on my street. I see him go there every year. His reindeer pulled up tired and out of breath. Santa Claus on his last drop of good cheer. Santa went to Bayer's chimney, cookie crumbs in his hair and his beard. Santa's last stop's here in Shelbyville. You know it happens that way each year. As he pulls away on his 8 reindeer sleigh, Merry Christmas, I'll see you next year. Santa went to Mayor DeBonk's house before he went back to the North Pole that year. The mayor's children were sleeping in their rooms, waiting for Christmas presents that year. Christine and Tom brought out milk and cookies and greeted Santa Claus with good cheer. To the mayor when his cell phone rang and his elves brought him near. Mrs. Claus said, Santa, where you at? Shelbyville, but I'm headed home soon, my dear. He thanked Chris and Tom for the milk and the cookies, jumped on his sleigh with his elves and reindeer. Santa's last stop's here in Shelbyville. You know it happens that way each year. As he pulls away on his 8 reindeer sleigh, Merry Christmas, I'll see you next year. Merry Christmas, I'll see you next year. Christmas.
I'm a Jean. Was imagining that she was a Native American. She was the proud chief thundercloud, the first girl cool enough to be chief. And the tribe stands by watching her ride as she gallops across the plain with a broken broom in a 10-by-10 playroom. She leads them all from danger, best girl she. Run, little one, have fun, little one, to the highest mountain go, and feel the wind upon your face. Your dreams are made of magic that can change the world. Imogene was spacewalking with Silver, the astronaut dog. Well, it's true that playing chase is more fun in outer space. When you float, it's so much harder to get caught. And the folks at command just don't understand why he barks at shooting stars. He wants to bury things in Saturn's rings and a ball the size of Pluto to bring back home. Have fun, little one, to the highest mountain. Your dreams are made of magic that can change the world. You should have seen Imogene when she learned a brand new song. She would always glow when she played the piano. It was clear that this was truly love for life. The music can relay what is hard for her to say from deep inside her heart. Still, the very best days are the ones where she can play. The music is the magic for a soul to fly. Want to run away.
just so much fun. I love listening to them. But we do have our beautiful guest of the evening back with us. That's right. And we do have it's yes, really motivating. But here we go. Hello, Mr. Buck Rogers. How are you
Hello.
doing, my dear?
How is it that Christmas cannot motivate you? And I know you're feeling a little bit under the weather, and bless your heart for doing this tonight. But Christmas has to motivate everybody. You know, the holiday
Absolutely.
season,
Beautiful.
you're going to be on the naughty list if you're not motivated by Christmas. And it is good advice, Rebecca, good advice to be on the nice list rather than the naughty. That's just good advice. Okay. I'm just saying.
Well, there you go. Although I have been known to sit at the bad table every once in a while because it's a lot more fun.
Yeah, that happens to all of us.
It is what it is. Well, tell us, because we have down at the bottom, but tell us out loud where we can actually find you. I know we can find you at youtube.com
Yep.
/ at Buck Rogers Jr. Opens.
Right.
And then we have buckrogersjr.com, which I'm
Yes,
sure
okay.
on that we can probably find everything from you.
Yeah. And I'm on Facebook and all that. And, that's a good way to find me. I even still do some old school posters from time to time, Rebecca. And, a couple of years ago, Facebook went down for about 3 or 4 days. I don't know if you recall that, but I remembered I was really glad I had some old school posters out there. And, and that's just a word to the wise, for any musician to try to have a little bit of a backup plan. Even if you can do some generic old school posters and go around your neighborhoods and stuff like that's kind of fun, to do that. And I hope, Rebecca, that you don't mind, but I will send my, upcoming Mardi Gras shows, the two of them, the one online and the one at the Strand Theater, to the Celtic Rain Facebook group. I'll send that to you. And
Absolutely.
if you don't mind, I appreciate that because that's a good way to advertise.
And that's what that group is for. So if you guys don't know about this, please go look on Facebook for Celtic Rain Radio Show Facebook group. That group is for you guys to talk to the artists and for the artists to be able to tell you what's going on in their careers, what they're selling, where they're playing, what's going on with them. And so I encourage you guys to go and be a part of that group, because that group is there to create conversation, to have a place for artists to put to put what they're doing and get it out there. There's a lot of groups I'm a part of, and they're like, oh, please don't put on here when you're playing, don't put on here what you're selling. And I'm like, okay. So I wanted to make a space on the World Wide Web that people could go and do that, so you guys can know there's one place you can definitely go that our artists will be able to tell you, hey, this is what's going on in our lives. Because the biggest reason I started the show was because there are so many small label and independent artists out there that just aren't known. And they're so much better than what's on the radio right now. And not saying that the stuff on the radio is not good, but man, is there amazing music out there. And it's just not known because you have to have a certain amount of money to get it out there. And you have to have, there's all these silly things that have nothing to do with music that stop artists from being able to get their stuff out there. So this is a platform for you guys to be able to have to show off who you are. And so, yes, absolutely. Please, people, go to that group, go to the Facebook group called Celtic Rain Radio Show group, and be a part of that, because that's a great way.
It's a really good way to do that. And what I'll do, Rebecca, is I'll do that with my shows that are coming up with the two Mardi Gras ones, because that for me it's different because I do solo work as Buck Rogers Jr. and then I record. And the Muddy Boys at Playground, they're kind of like the old group from the 60s called the Wrecking Crew. They would come in on all these people's music, Petula Clark and Lulu and Jimmy Webb and the Fifth Dimension and whatnot. They would come in and they would do, and the Monkees, they would do their sound. And you thought it was the band, but it's actually this group of like hired hands that would come in and do all that stuff. So I just say, yeah, go to that Facebook page and try to advertise your wares and send songs,
Yes.
MP3 songs to you,
Yeah.
at Celtic Rain, and do that. So I do have a question though for you and your family, and I know you're not feeling the best in the West.
Oh, I'm
And
okay. I'm
and
getting
your
better.
dog and
I'm
your
improving.
dogs chewed up your Christmas toys. What do you and Samuel and your family, what are you planning for Christmas?
We're going to be in the morning. We're going to just have our family Christmas, which is beautiful, with me and my son and my husband. And then we're planning on going over to Samuel's dad's house. His dad, he grew up on a farm. And his
Okay.
grandparents, his grandparents and great grandparents actually built the house and built the farm
Okay.
in Danville. Well, it's a new era now because grandpa, or my father-in-law, and
Yeah.
his beautiful new wife have sold the farm, and they're moving into a home that's just theirs, and it's a little bit less land. They don't have to worry about
Yeah.
the yard
Yeah.
to take up. It's a lot of land. So
Yeah.
what's beautiful is they sold the farm to the people who have been working it for the last 20 years now, because they a while ago they sold the
Cool.
they've been farming it out to people that were doing it. And so the people that actually have been farming the land, they sold the house
cool.
to.
Very
And so, as beautiful, as hard as it is to say goodbye,
Mhm.
it's going to be the last Christmas in the farmhouse.
Yeah.
And so we're all going to be over there in the afternoon and just kind of saying goodbye to the old house. And
Well, that's kind of special.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
it is really special. It's really
because
special.
your houses that you come to in your life, they're part of your heart.
Oh,
It
they
seems like,
are.
and
Yeah.
so you know what happened there, and hopefully they have good memories. I mean, sometimes for some
Oh,
people
so
they might
many.
have really really rough memories, but
Yeah.
but
No, we
the
have
places
amazing memories.
yeah. But it's really a part of you. So that's a special day for you.
It
And
is. It's going to be a special day. Christmas Eve, we get to go over to a friend's house and have a little bit of Christmas Eve together.
after that.
And so, to be honest, this season for us is going to be full of just family and friends,
That's
which
good.
is exactly what it needs to be.
Yeah.
After the last 3 to 4 years of what we've had with COVID and just other things in our life that have been
Yeah.
really hard, it's beautiful to have family and chosen family and friends around us to just
Mhm.
be in our life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm blessed in that way, for sure. Absolutely. What are you guys going to do?
Well, we have my wife has a bookstore and coffee shop in Shelbyville, and so we'll be there on up until Christmas Eve. It's closed and stuff, and then we go over to my brother-in-law's place, who is close by us. So that's really good, and it's always good, with a family. My daughter will be there, and my son-in-law will be there, and so just have a fun time with that. So yeah.
Absolutely. That's beautiful. Well, it's going to be a beautiful season.
Yeah.
I can't wait. You guys make sure you look him up at youtube.com/ at Buck Rogers Jr. opens, and then look up buckrogersjr.com. We are going to listen to one more song from you called Christmas Time in the USA. Tell me about this.
Written for really every American. I mean, that was with what I had in mind when I wrote this, and in just growing up and playing with your toys. For me, it was also part of baby Jesus in the manger. So I put a verse in there about that, and just talking about to all Americans, Christmas time in the USA. Enjoy the season, enjoy your families. There's so much difficulty and trouble in the world, and we need to be prayerful about that, I think, and just and I always love Hoosier hospitality, because I just don't think there's enough of it. And I want to, I hope we promote that more, that we help each other out, and not only Hoosiers, but anywhere in the country. But I really do like Indiana's motto. I think we need to have more of it, Hoosier hospitality. So,
Yeah.
but
absolutely.
Christmas time in the USA is for all people, and that love Christmas. And I hope you just like this song.
Well, here we go, guys. All right, let's have some fun. Well, you guys, we are going to have Christmas Time in the USA by Buck Rogers Jr. And then we have Don't Be Afraid by Brian Henke. We have We Rewild Again by Shakti Penelope. And then we have Perspective by Mary Runn. It's a beautiful, beautiful time for our right before Christmas show. I would also say a happy solstice, you guys. Literally tomorrow. Is tomorrow? No, 2 days. 21st. We'll have the solstice. Anyways, you guys, it's a beautiful, beautiful time of the year. And we thank you guys so much for being here. Let's listen to some more beautiful music. Here we go.
It's Christmas time in the USA. Santa's busy on his sleigh. Children laugh, sing and play on Christmas morning in the USA. It's Christmas time on this block. Children wait for 12 o'clock. They're safe in dreams, they're tucked away on Christmas morning in the USA. It's Christmas time in the USA. Santa's busy on his sleigh. Children laugh, they sing and play on Christmas morning in the USA. It's Christmas time in Jesus' town. A baby's born and love abounds. Angels' wings sing and pray for peace on earth on Christmas Day. It's Christmas time around this world. Keep your thoughts on the boys and girls. Make this world a better place for the young and old in the human race. It's Christmas time in the USA. Santa's busy on his sleigh. Children act, sing and play on Christmas morning in the USA.
I was 4, you were 7, on the darkest of nights. You said to me, don't be afraid. We boarded a boat down at the river on the darkest of nights. Music was played by she and by shades. You said to me, don't be afraid. You said to me, the land of the she is just on the other side. Close your eyes, float down the river to the other side. using their light, he guided us forward, and he started to sing a song of the lights that dance in the night. Dancing in dreams, I held you tight. You said to me, the land of the she is just on the other side. Close your eyes, float down the river to the other side, and don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
Calling us home, the land's wild music resounds in our heart. Over again, the soul cries to be set free. Knowing there's more, life is asking for participation. Eyes shining truth, we weave this tapestry. Come, take my hand, and guided by the voices of the land, we rewild again. Loving our home, we know Earth's body is the same as our own. The language of stars, our common ancestry. Tree, bird, animal, the flowing water teach us how to live as family. Come, take my hand, redeeming our relation with the land. We rewild again. Understanding our entire purpose is to give, nurturing all our relations. Oh, reprogramming, so our way of being is to live as just one thread of creation. Oh, come here to stand as men and women honoring the land. We rewild again. Come here to stand as men and women honoring the land. We rewild rewild again. Come, take our hand and let yourself be nourished by the land. We rewild again.
Can't see what you do. I wish that I could. My eyes have no adaptability, and my ears have no affinity to listen with ears of complete honesty. And I can't see with your eyes, and I can't see through your eyes, and I can't see beyond the clouds, 'cause they're blinded by mine. Walking on hot coals beneath my feet. Feel the desire, it's more than you can hold. On your way to fill up your soul, to every inch that you truly know. And I can't see with your eyes, and I can't see with your eyes, and I can't see beyond the clouds, 'cause I'm blinded by mine. My perspective is causing me pain. I can't seem to, it's more than I can take, to open my mind to your perspective.
don't mean to know. Don't you dare. And I can't see with your eyes, and I can't see through your eyes, and I can't see beyond the clouds till I'm blinded by mine.
Oh, some beautiful music to end the beautiful show
Oh
with.
yes, awesome, awesome.
Yes, it's been a blast having you, my dear.
It's
You
been
know,
great being back on, Rebecca. Appreciate you very much.
you are always welcome. Always, always, always welcome. You guys go and look him up on youtube.com/at Buck Rogers Jr. Opens, or you can go to buckrogersjr.com and find all of his stuff right there.
And my dog's barking in the background.
And your
So
dog is having fun. He's just saying, he's like, hey, I'm here too. Just say,
ready
I'm
for
here. I'm here.
dogs got to get ready for Christmas too.
That's right. Doug's got to get ready for Christmas. That's right. Needless to say, yeah. It's been a pleasure as always, my dear. As always.
Thank you. Pleasure's mine, Rebecca. Thank you again for having me on.
Thank you. All right, guys. You know, if you're not watching from YouTube.com, you can go to youtube.com/C4 channel/Celtic Rain, like rain out of the sky, and you'll be able to subscribe and hit that little button, the little bell, so you know exactly when we're going to be back on. If you have music to send me, all you have to do is be a small label or an independent artist, and please be family friendly. Please, no cursing. Let's not make fun of people. It's just not worth it, people. Spread love, not hate. You are watching the Celtic Rain Radio Show. We say thank you, good night, goodbye. We love you, and bye.